Good morning, everybody. I don't think I've ever been late for a show before, unless it was like weather related or something. We got in yesterday, still getting unpacked, still getting settled and everything. And I just wasn't paying attention to the time. Jules calls me as if she's just going to shoot the shit before the show. And I'm like, hey, what's up? She's like, everybody's just wondering where you're at. I go, what do you mean? What time is it? She goes, 10 after. And I'm like, well, damn, what a loser I am. Whew, I guess I'm, they call it Tulsa time. I guess I'm still on Tennessee time because it seems like a lot of people are late there. Normally I'm sitting in chat 15 minutes before. What the hell? What the hell? Let's see who's in here. Good morning, Mermaid. Good morning, Walking Dead. Angie, baby. What's up? Hey, Brett. Kiki. Good morning, Kiki. Bayou. Mirror Camp. Girl, where you been? There's our girl, Susan. Diva. Hey, Tana. Mercy. True Crime Beat. Woo, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I will get you in a minute. Jules, thank you. Thank you, Jules. It's all Ronnie's fault. Ronnie got blamed for a lot of stuff. That's okay. That's okay. Matter of fact, that's going to be a new saying around here. If something goes wrong, it's going to be Ronnie's fault. That's Jules's husband. Well, let's take a second and tell everyone TGIF. Chloe Jade already made the hashtag. Blame Ronnie. When something goes wrong, blame Ronnie. Yeah, I'm making a new shirt. Jules is going to explain it to you. We have a new CLL shirt coming out. I will have the prototype sometime next week for you all. The name of the shirt is $37.99. That is not the price. That is not the price of the shirt. It is still going to be the same low quality item at a regular quality price, but the name of the shirt is $37.99. Okay, that's going to be one. And then I think we're going to have another one that says Blame Ronnie. Okay, where to begin? I'm going to start with a beautiful video that our friend Kat made, and this won't be the only time you see it. So we'll start right here to give you an idea of what went on.
We've arrived at the airport. Okay, found pool 25. So this is where I'll be for a little while. This is our airport. Outside having my cigarette.
You serious?
Yes.
I recognize you.
Oh, hi, sweetheart.
So good to meet you.
Are you exhausted?
I'm exhausted. Oh my
I'm
God.
so happy to see you.
Oh, hey, morning, y'all. It's me. I am trying to find the front desk and the registration because I'm totally lost. Everyone's going the wrong way, so which means I have no idea, but they all have their badges and I'm not even checked in, and this is very not right because I'm never late. Okay. It's Jules and me, and we're now.
Listen to Pat. She goes, because I'm never late. And then here I am. It's contagious. Look at that. Pat goes, and I'm never late. I'm never late. I'm always early. Hashtag F you, Ronnie. What'd you do, Ronnie?
Walk to meet the rest of the crowd, and let's see if we can find them. So I'm missing John Ramsey, but I did meet him in person and spoke with him, so that felt good. And he said DNA is going to be what solves the case, and I believe they're just waiting on the FBI to release some.
Okay, this is actually really important that Pat is saying. Through conversations people had with John Ramsey, and I didn't realize that after all these years, the ignorance that still is about the John Bonet case. I had a comment on a picture I put of all of us with John Ramsey saying, oh my God, he murdered his daughter. What are you doing? They have been more than cleared When DNA started really being used, they realized that the DNA on and in John Bonet didn't belong to anybody in their family. Anybody. I don't care if you were a fifth cousin once removed. Nobody in the family. Well, hold on one second. Dee? Today is Dee's birthday. You all take a second and tell our friend Dee happy birthday. Happy birthday, my dear friend, and you get to feeling better. Today you are nifty 50. I am so happy for you. My birthday's next week. Woo. Hopefully I'm not late to my own birthday like I was today. PJ Vision, I'm so friggin' bummed. PJ and I are texting each other throughout the weekend. Her and Dolly had a ton of stuff going on. We had a ton of stuff going on and totally missed each other. But we are going to make a point to go to each other's meet and greet next year in Denver. By the way, we're going to have a very special guest in Denver next year. I'll tell you about it later. I'm going to keep you guys on your toes. But yeah, the John Ramsey thing really pissed me off. That's one thing we just have to get used to in the true crime community. There are so many people that don't follow cases to the end. They just don't. Who the hell keeps calling me? Hang on. It's not Linda. Hello? 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 Huh? Huh? Yeah. Oh my God. What the hell's going on? Somebody that sounds Vietnamese calling me from California. My truck's like a 2010. You really think I have a warranty on that bitch? Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. In the true crime community, we all know that there's a lot of people that are really not interested in the facts. The meat and potatoes do not interest them. They just don't. Sadly, that's the truth. And we have certain cases. John Bonet is one. Sebastian is one. Summer is one. We can name several where the case of the victim just turns into a soap opera, turns into a drama. And it doesn't matter what is going on, what is proven, what is in their mind is how it is. It's as if they're writing a book. Well, no matter what you tell people about the John Bonet case, they are still going to say, Patsy wrote that effing note and John killed her. So anyway, I just couldn't imagine being John Ramsey with the fight he's had after all these years and seeing comments like that. How could you even stand by him? He murdered his daughter. Oh my God, Brooks. Were you really around him? People are crazy.
DNA to a lab so they can do further. He said DNA is going to be what solves the case. And I believe they're just waiting on the FBI to release some DNA to a lab so they can do further testing. That's all I know. But anyway, here's a picture of CrimeCon at the booth.
Hey, Brooks! Hey, Pat! I got Jules right here. She's filming everything. She's my cowboy girlfriend, my cowgirl. And then Mama She.
Hi, we're back again.
Okay, we're going to have this video edited. Okay, there's Jules and Ronnie. Ronnie got blamed for a lot of stuff over the weekend. It's actually a funny story now. So what we're going to do, again, we have 2 t-shirts coming out. Jules will be modeling both of these for us on the channel. I can't promise live. One is called $37.99 and the other one is F. Ronnie. Okay? All right? That is the culprit right there. On the left, Miss $37.99, and on the right, that is fucking Ronnie. Damn it, Ronnie.
Hi, we're back again. We're waiting on the girls. Let's see if we can find them. They stopped for a drink, shall I say? Maybe coffee. Who knows? Could be coffee.
Yeah.
We don't know. But they're still not here yet. So they must be, I'm going to say, the lolly.
You guys will love this story. Okay, so there's Slim. There's our girl, Slim Shady. Isn't she beautiful? Talking to Pascal. Pascal was everywhere. He was buying drinks for people, hanging out with the Petito family. She gave him 2 of the Crime Lines and Lies ornaments. We were the only people that handed out Christmas ornaments. Go figure. We just marched to our own drummer, right? Anyway, she gave him 2. And I asked her, I said, what's he going to do? Wear him as nipple rings? My goodness. And yeah, he's really tall.
I'm going to say the lollygaggers. And Brooks is probably talking to everybody.
She is.
Because if they recognize Chloe, I'm sure they're going to recognize Brooks.
They're also handing out stuff too on their way.
Right. Okay.
So we have lots of flyers alone. We have a bunch of them, and they have a pinup board. So we put him on the pinup board.
Okay, I need to speak to the video editor. Someone page Cat for me. As you can see in this picture, Slim and Jules look adorable. I had just gotten there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and blame Ronnie for this. Now, you see that blob of alcoholic goo in the middle? That would be your hostess, Brooks. Now, Kat, I know you better than this. You could have filtered that shit up. Let's go back to this one. Okay. You see right here, there's the beautiful Chloe, the girl in the gorgeous pink cowboy hat. By the way, Chloe and I were so excited to get that hat for Jules. She about pissed herself, shit, and fell back in it when she realized it lit up. That's Justin from TikTok. And again, the girl here on the right is your hostess. And one of my best friends that made the video knows how to filter that shit. At least in this one, she cut the beer can out. I will give her a C- for this picture.
I see your eyes slowly melting in the dark. It feels like you since it's been. Comes the sun, comes the sunrise.
Okay. Here you go. Proof. You know, chlamydia calls us crime lines and lesbians. There you go. Here is your proof. Look at me and Mama She's spinning me. The lead lesbian, WWPD, what would Pat do? She's over there recruiting more lesbians. Pink cowgirl hat. She looks like Deborah Winger in Urban Cowboy. Dancing away. Look at the lesbos. Look at that. Mama She's spinning me around the floor. Woo! You can smell the sex from here.
I almost made Brooks fall down. I didn't even see that. I'm taking it trash, baby.
Check out that move of Brooks's right there. Look at that. Brooks didn't even know what hotel she was in. Now that is Chloe's fault, okay? On this one, actually, we're just going to go ahead and say F Ronnie. Look at these moves. Also, I brought jeans that are a size too small for me.
I'm taking it trash, baby.
Yes. Okay, so Chloe said I almost fell down. There I am in my new dress. Pat told me if I come across it 3 times, I have to get it. Well, I came across it like 6 times. Well, it's so long, you would think if it had long sleeves, I would look like a damn Pentecostal, okay? Because the skirt is really long. So as we're leaving the hotel on Sunday, guess what happened? I tripped over my own skirt. You found my kitty? Oh, goodness. Hello, my kitty. Thank you, just me. That dress looks great on you. Anyhow, I tripped on my own skirt. Jules saved my life. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this very dramatic. I rolled and I rolled and I rolled. I didn't just fall flat on my face. No, I rolled into traffic. There was buses, car haulers, semis, and everything coming. Jules in her pink cowboy hat raced out and she saved me from traffic. I do have a boo-boo on my knee. See, that's how the true crime community works. Mama She, I'm going to spank your ass. Look at this. She left a super sticker. I've got a funny story about Mama She. We sat down to have some drinks, and I said, first round's on me. Mama She said, she pulled out her card, and she goes, I'm buying the drinks. And she goes, if you pay for one thing, I'm going to super chat the shit out of you. My goodness. Crazy lesbians. There we go. There are my kitty with his Aunt Pat. Oh my goodness.
I'm the one that sticks out for you when you want to get down, and Mommy doesn't understand.
I know that my kitty I love so much. The problem is everyone says, can I have that kitty? I said, no, you cannot.
What a good boy. What a good boy.
I love this picture. I'm going to blow up a bunch of pictures and do like one of those frames, you know, like 1970 style where you have all the different pictures in there. This picture of Jules and Pat, I love. By the way, the list for Denver is already growing. We're going to have a lot of people. You're going to hear a lot about it over the next 15 months. I love this picture. Yes, my kitty was the belle of the ball. We're actually going to have our own booth next time. And if the people at CrimeCon weren't so racist against black cats, OJ would be there. I don't know if you saw the video on Sunday where I was talking to a woman that had a big old dog with her. And she was like, you're just going to talk to him and tell him, you know, that OJ is your service animal. And I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to put Pat on that one. She knows how to convince people of things. Oh, this is hilarious. When we first got there, okay, one of my husband's most prized possessions is his Derek Thomas jersey. Okay, look at me hugging Pat. Okay, this is the hotel party. Everybody's standing outside of the Fiddler's Inn. Our travel agent is Jules. She is our CLL travel agent. She put us in the only 1-star hotel within the Opryland Arena. But it's okay, because we could park Greg's big truck there. Now, again, let's talk about our videographer. My husband looks amazing. Pat looks amazing. And then you see that blob that's hugging Pat on the left. That would be me. Thank you. Thank you for that cat. Where the hell is Cat? Funny that she's not showing up this morning. Huh? Lesbian bitch. We would get together every night, order dinner, have a couple drinks, listen to music. You know, some people call it the devil's den. There's Ronnie. There's Ronnie. Back to my story. One of my husband's most prized possessions is his autographed DT jersey, Derek Thomas. I was unpacking and I gave it to Ronnie, not to have. I said, put that on because I want Greg to shit his pants going, we both have one. Well, anyway, Ronnie put it on for a second. He realized it was signed and I took a picture and he took it off. But when Greg saw the picture, he was like, what the hell's going on? He's got one too. It was really funny. There's Greg. He's got Jules's cowboy hat on. Did he stretch it out, Jules? Well, did he stretch anything out? You know the rumors. But the hat, does the hat still fit? He didn't even have it lit up.
Woo! Because I want to be a cowboy, baby. There's a big bull coming through. Yeah. Watch it. Woo-hoo! Come on, baby. She's a cowgirl. Catch a ride. Oh my God, Jules is the funniest thing.
Jules dancing.
We miss all of you. We love all of you. We can't wait to see all of you and tell you all of the awesome stories that we've had.
Love you. It's been so much fun. You got to come to the next one.
Yes, Denver next year.
And that's your little video from us. Bye.
Wilson!
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Yes, yep. Start making plans to go to Denver. Anybody need any help, any suggestions, anything like that, reach out to, well, any of us that went. There is the StreamYard link. Who's going to grab first and tell us about your good time? Oh, look at this. Slim changed her avatar to Wilson. Look at that. Wilson!
Nice.
She had her own Wilson. Gregory, what was your favorite part of CrimeCon, even though you never made it into the hotel? Was it when Jules saved my life?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Uh-huh.
That was pretty good.
What was your favorite part?
Just meeting everybody.
Just
It was
meeting
amazing.
everybody?
Just having a great time.
Okay. Who was your favorite wife to swap with? Did you enjoy your romp with Pat the best? Ronnie, Chloe, Jules, the two lesbians that were in the one-star hotel room that I think had a dead body in it next to us? Please tell me, Greg, we want to know. Because I noticed that hat's not exactly fitting Ronnie very well anymore.
Oh,
Oh, here, hang on. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
Ronnie and I were
Pat.
best friends.
Pat, good morning, everybody. Say hello to Pat.
That's my Aunt Pat.
That's Aunt Pat.
My Aunt Pat.
Morning. Morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning. We have Chloe backstage. I'm going to start with Pat because she got up here first. Pat, what was, I know it's hard to narrow it down. What was your favorite thing?
Oh, meeting everybody, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the emotion. Everybody was there for one thing, advocate for the missing children. That was just unbelievable.
Well, and everyone sees, you know, the pictures. Sweet Toughness and I were talking about it. And for one thing, the Christmas ornaments were a big hit. And Rexy's husband made those. And
They were gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. For some reason, Slim gave 2 to Pascal. We'll worry about that later. She was just overcome. I guess he was going to wear them as nipple rings or something. But I was talking to Sweet Toughness, Nikki, and I go, people are going to, just from the pictures and everything, think we're just here, dicking off or something. We worked really hard, and yeah, we had some playtime too. All right, go ahead. You tell me all about your favorite times and what really emotionally got you.
Well, John Ramsey got me because that's such an old story and we followed it, or I have my whole life. That's what it feels like. And he was just a sweet man, very frail though. You could tell, like he grabbed my hands when I said the DNA is going to do it. I'm getting choked up now, but he grabbed my hands and I just felt for him. I really did. He was one of the best. I don't know. I'm speechless. It was very emotional to meet him. And so I guess that was one of the most memorable for me. And then all of you, of course, but and then Pascal. I don't even really listen to his station, but he's gorgeous, really gorgeous. And when Jules met her news daddy, I didn't even recognize him. Like I don't watch a lot. So afterwards I said, "Who was that?" She said, "That news daddy," in her gorgeous voice. Her accent just kills me. And just meeting everybody, it was unbelievable. So many people that you see on and off television or news or YouTube was just incredible, and everybody was just advocating for all the kids. Like, I'd throw it in at the end of the conversation. Oh, and we have a channel, CLL, but we weren't there. Like, I wasn't there pushing your channel.
God,
It
no,
was-
what a waste of time
It
that
was
would
the
be.
kids. It was all the kids.
I mean,
You
and
know,
everybody I talked to, I would give them a flyer about Michael Vaughn. It was case first, and the playlist is on my channel because that's where you get the interviews for Stacey Wonder.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I heard the whole time. Like, nobody was pushing their channels. It was all about the kids. It was wonderful. It really was. That part was just, it brought me to tears so many times. So many times. And then of course we had fun aside, because you have to mix the fun in with it. You can't be crying all day. Nancy Grace had me crying because she's up on stage and she was crying, and like, I don't even watch her, but she has charisma and just pulls you right in. And I saw so many people I just admired over the years and had watched on YouTube or TV. It was great. It was really nice to see everybody all in one location and all have the same goal in mind. And yes, I was following you around, and you were just, everybody knows about Michael Vaughn. Everybody now. But you had to pick one person to sort of advocate for. And Michael is dear to our heart. Summer as well. And we went to the board where they had everybody's poster up, and that was very heartwarming to see all of that. It was.
Well, it was a team effort. I mean, everybody, I know like Slim brought a ton of flyers for Sebastian. I will go ahead and address this because we did talk to several people about Sebastian's case. And, in a couple of the Facebook groups, I said, if anyone could get a message to Seth, I wasn't expecting, the Proud Feets to show up. I said, Crime Con is just right in his backyard, and there is a plethora of resources for him. Woo! You would have thought I was asking him to walk on hot coals while eating fire. They were like, with all that drama, do you know what they will do to him then? Oh my God, the drama? There's so much drama there. There's so much YouTube. And I was like, no.
I didn't see any drama. Nobody was arguing with anybody. Even the different YouTube channels, they were all, like, they knew your channel. A lot of people knew Chloe because she subs in, she's a mod in quite a few channels. The fact channels, not the drama channels. But no, I didn't see any drama there.
John Ramsey, John Walsh, Nancy Grace, Aaron Moriarty, the producers of Dateline, for one, would even recognize Seth. Two, would care. Some of these people have it in their minds that Seth is some kind of celebrity. Anyhow, the offer was on the table. Seth chose not to go. What he is doing, in my opinion, right now is not working. It is causing a lot of problems, but it would have been rectified fast had he gone. He would have gone. All of that would have been forgotten, and he would be on the right track. We spoke with the Petito family. We talked to John Ramsey. We talked to a lot of people. And, the people that are aware of Sebastian's case, I'm not going to name any names, they have said just the things that are going on have made it where the story is lost now.
Yeah.
And I agree.
Yeah. Okay, on to everybody else. I want to hear what they have to say.
Well, I love you, Pat, and I was so happy you made the trip. And thank you so much for that book you made for my husband and everything. And It was just such an honor to get to hang out with you. And it's not the last time because we got next year.
Yeah, next year. But I'm staying at the Gaylord again. That place was just,
Wasn't that gorgeous?
it was beautiful, and I like to spoil myself now. You know, I stayed in all different types of hotels my whole life when I traveled because I'm very frugal. I'm the accountant, but the Gaylord was it was just awesome, and I had the best roommate. Chloe stayed with me, and we just had a ball. It was great meeting everybody. It was just wonderful meeting everybody.
We're going to be staying at the Homewood Suites because the Gaylord won't let me bring my kitty, and he is my emotional support animal. So I will have to work with my travel agent, Jules, to see what 1-star accommodations she can find in Denver for us. She's really good at that. Actually, that hotel worked out great for us. All right, Chloe Jade, belle of the ball. Met everybody, hugged everybody, cried with everybody. There isn't a server at the Gaylord that did not recognize Chloe. She drinks the fastest. She can get you the best tables. You name it. You're walking with Chloe and they're like, there she is again. Girl, where you been?
I love people. I like talking to people and meeting people. I was blessed, so blessed to be able to go. It makes me emotional talking about it. Sorry, guys. And Pat was so kind to me, and I can't tell you guys how much Pat and I love each other and how wonderful it was to bond the way that we did. Pat and I got there a little early, so I got there before her so I could kind of map everything out so everybody would know where everything was. And when Pat got there, we just went around and started meeting people, and we met so many people in the hallways. But I'm with Pat on the John Ramsey meeting because we both held his hands and cried with him. And the next day, when you guys were there, he recognized Pat and I because he said how appreciative he was for our support. I told him since I've been a teenager, I've always prayed for justice for JonBenet, and I know that he's not guilty. I've never thought that way, and he thanked me so much for my support. He is a very gracious man, as Pat said. My most emotional moment was when I came over to the hotel to meet you guys, and I met all of you guys in person and got to hug all of you, and then I couldn't stop crying. I do feel like it was a special thing. The people that we met, there was so much love there. So many people that want to work together and want to do good things. We hung flyers up on the board, summer, and it was beautiful. Michael, I got to talk to the behavioral panel about they want to look into like our Stacey Wandra videos, and I thought that would be a good thing for the case for Michael, since we were there to do that. I talked to Lauren Conley from Court TV, and she actually told me her and Nancy Grace had listened to our interviews that we had done on this channel and thanked me for talking with Stacey Wandra, even though she knew that had to be so hard for us. And I was
and also she mentioned the interview that we played with the neighbor of Sebastian Rodriguez.
And that was the first one because she recognized me from that originally in Starbucks. So that was the first one, and she thanked me for that. And then when you and I went to the table, she thanked both of us for that and said that, they watch our stuff. They know because they get information, and then that gives them things to dig into too. And it just showed me how people have so much hate or say bad things about YouTubers when actually we're doing a lot of research that's helping other people. And then all the YouTubers that were there was so much love. I couldn't keep my hands off Pascal, y'all. Sorry, but he's hot.
Oh, he was a walking chocolate popsicle for you. I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, you were on him like a come and go bathroom. I was
and
like,
then he invited me over to the bar with him. So I was like, I'm going, guys.
He did stuff.
And then TikTok Tony came over and sat with us and talked to us. And
no, TikTok Justin.
I'm sorry.
Let's not start that rumor. God.
No. Oh God. Oh, please, everyone, forgive me for that. TikTok Justin, who was super kind, and he was really interested in the cases that we were working on. And I thought he was so respectful. I mean, everybody we met was beautiful. Joseph Scott Morgan looking into Michael Vaughn.
Mhm.
And he promised us, if not, he will find somebody that will help. I mean, it was just a beautiful thing. I just want everyone to know that this was so special, and I'm thankful that I was able to be there. I'm humbled.
It was humbling. I'm so glad you said it that way. When people said, "Oh, it's just drama, so much drama. Seth can't walk into that lion's den." It was nothing but hugs and advocacy and love your work. Well, I didn't get much of that. And,
Yes, you did.
you know what I mean. PJ said so special for sure. Now, to clear up the rumors about Seth, he was not interested. And it seems it's because he was unclear about money. Now, he wouldn't have had to have paid for anything. He would have received a badge because they wouldn't have charged him. He would have just walked in. He's Sebastian's father. They're not going to take money from a victim's father. So I don't know if he thought he was going to be paid for appearances or what, but he is not a celebrity. He is not Natalie Holloway's mother. He is not John Benet Ramsey's father. He's not any of that. So I don't know why people think that this is out of the realm. I don't know. There's just something about Saint Seth that really upsets people. If you bring up something that he has said or done, they either normalize it or say, "Oh, that didn't happen," even if they hear it with their own damn ears. What did you think about that, Chloe, him blowing that off? And it's just our opinion. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, in just my opinion, and I've stated this, and I have gotten comments on here and different things, and I just stand by what I think. But I was disappointed to not see him there, because he could have even stood in the lobby and passed out flyers. Even like money wouldn't, he would have been paid for to get in or let him free, but he could have even not gone to the actual convention and passed out flyers for his son in the lobby with all these people that were there.
You meet more people outside than you do inside.
That's where I met everybody, so that when y'all got there, we could, like go around and, talk again. I mean, Pat and I met everybody in the hallway. That's where we had the best conversations with some of these people. So, yeah.
And I know some people thought that we were all, like this big group, walking around playing follow the leader. Everyone did their own thing. Pat, her dance card was full between the award shows and all the speakers. It's like, and then somehow we would all just come across each other again.
Yeah. Yeah. We were good at finding each other, and we were also good at outdoing our own things. Like, we each had our own little missions that personally we wanted to get done. And it seemed that we all like kind of did our thing, and then we meet back up and have fun together. And then.
Have you guys ever been to Las Vegas and you see those groups of those Oriental tourists, and they never leave each other's sides, and they all have cameras and they're just following each other around like gray geese or something? Yeah, that didn't happen. We would just come back across each other, and somehow that dress kept finding me. Sweet Toughness, she said, "I had to hunt you down." Sweet Toughness not only hunted us down, but when we were doing the expose of CrimeCon, the deep dive on Sunday, her husband, we call him Big Sexy, was our video director. Was he not amazing?
Oh, he was awesome. He was our production manager.
Yes. Yes.
And Sweet Toughness is an awesome person. I love both of them so much. I've felt so blessed to get to meet them.
And I want to ask all of you this, because, we've been hearing a lot of rumors about the drama. After you've been talking to people, whether it's on panel or in Discord, the Facebook groups, you name it, whatever. Yes, Brooks kept losing her Bloody Mary. F. Ronnie, that was Ronnie's fault, even though he wasn't there. It's like you come across each other, you meet in person, and it's just as if we've known each other for 20 years. It's just like we picked just right back up, recognize each other, off to the races.
Yeah. I was hysterical when I got to the hotel and met all of you guys together. Greg was like, are you okay, honey? And I'm like, no, I'm just an emotional person, and I feel like I just met my family.
And you did.
Yeah, I did.
It was great.
On that note, let's get to Jules. Jules, where to begin? Sweet Toughness, I'm hoping that you can come up. Jules, where to begin? First, we're going to Tragedy Pimp 2 t-shirts. Let's start with $37.99. You tell the story.
So when Chloe came in, she accidentally locked herself out of the room a couple of times.
Mhm.
And I wanted to go. I was there that afternoon, and I knew she was in her room, her and Pat's room. And I went over to check on her and got to meet her. And what else did you ask me? I forgot.
About the t-shirt that we are going to be selling. All profits will go to CrimeCon next year.
While I was there, Pat came in. And Pat saved the day because when I got ready to leave, I parked in a parking lot. It said free parking. Well, I didn't read the little letters beneath that said for 20 minutes. Hell, it took me 20 minutes to find their room. I mean, honestly. And so when I left, I had been there for 1 hour. I go to leave. The gate will not let me out. It says I owe $37.99 for 1 hour of parking. I had no idea I was going to have to do this. So I didn't have a card. I didn't have anything but my license.
Mhm.
And Pat, what would you do? You
I bring
saved the
out
day.
the American Express. You don't leave home without it.
And Jules was so serious about it because the next day we were like, are we going to walk over? Are we going to take an Uber? And
we
Jules
ain't driving.
Jules is like, well, if Ronnie drives you, she goes, he can do it for $37.99. And we all died laughing. Yeah, I can't wait to make that t-shirt. And again, it will not be for sale until Jules models it. It will be in the mail sometime in the next week or so. $37.99. Jules, besides your pink cowboy hat, how's it doing, by the way? Did you conserve all the batteries in it?
Oh, yes, ma'am. She's still kicking.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, Chloe and I were tickled as, pigs in shit when we came back across that because they only had one when we got there. You know, that morning they had purple, they had black, they had several pink. When we came back through, there was one pink one left, and we said, it's calling Jules's name. If it was $37.99, it would have been even a better story. But anyway, Chloe, were we not so excited to get that hat for Jules?
That was hilarious. We had so much fun. We couldn't wait to give it to her because we knew she was going to rock it.
And she
Well,
did.
it wasn't meant to be the first time because, see, I had switched purses the day before. I came across a Gucci purse that I believe to be authentic. It turns out it's not. But anyway, between all of us, if you see me in public, just pretend that it's real. Because I thought, $20 for a Gucci purse is a really good deal. Is it not, Pat?
Oh, it was an excellent deal.
Excellent. Yes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I get back to the hotel and I have my wallet in there and everything. Go to CrimeCon with another purse. So we have to call Ronnie and Greg to bring me a beer and my wallet because I was not leaving CrimeCon without that pink cowboy hat. But anyway, we found it later in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm going to post some pictures of this. I still think it's authentic. What do you think, Jules?
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to rock it to the band shows. To our band's shows.
Oh, yeah, your pink cowboy hat?
Yeah, I'm going to wear it. I'm going to rock that baby.
We're going to have lots of pictures of Jules in that hat, I have a feeling.
And you're bringing it to Denver, right?
Of course.
Damn right. There's pink cowgirls in Denver. Well, there's going to be one. All right, Jules, besides the $37.99 and the obvious. What was your favorite part of CrimeCon?
Well, I mean, my favorite part, of course, was meeting my news daddy.
Of
But,
course.
but I really enjoyed meeting John Ramsey, and I really enjoyed listening to you and Chloe discuss Michael's case with Joe Scott Morgan, and how he was so eager to jump on it and get some help, get us some help.
That was amazing, Jules. I that was amazing.
That was.
He was so kind.
It was pretty cool inside the convention center when they announced Chad Daybell's verdict, and we were all in there, and everybody went crazy.
Oh
Yeah, that was
I
awesome.
don't know if y'all were in there, but I was in
I
there.
was actually getting annoyed by that. I'm like, what are all those people doing over at the court TV thing? And they were announcing he's going to get the death penalty. And I'm like, I'll piss on that potato head. I've got shit to do. But then I went over there and I met some of the producers from court TV. So if they didn't know about Michael Vaughn before, they do now.
Hey,
Look,
can I
just
interject?
I just watched a video today of Colby Ryan. He has a channel now, and he was calling Chad Daybell. I'm sorry. He was calling Chad Daybell Peter Griffin.
But I do have to say, I have to attest, Brooks actually did say that during the verdict and ran over there with Michael Vaughn flyers.
I did. I was like, piss on this.
That potato head. I
I'm
was
gonna
right
protect
there
the
all the
lion.
time. That was funny.
And then I was hunting Chloe down because she was in charge of Bloody Marys while I was advocating. You see, it's called multitasking. Okay.
And may I just say this to all the rumor spreading people? Just because you wear someone else's hat doesn't mean anything.
Shut your mouth. Yes, it does in some worlds. I'm going to give everybody a little taste of what was going on. We have an announcement. Greg just got back from Come and Go. He had to get me some beer and a vape. Go ahead, Greg. Breaking news. Hold on. Let's all just get together for my husband. All right. Just a moment. Just a moment. Straight from the news desk, this is my husband, DT Driver, also known as the leader of the Devil's Den, also known as the man that had on Jules's cowboy hat. Go ahead, Greg, the lead lesbian.
First and foremost, what an amazing time. It was awesome meeting everyone, being there. The experience was incredible. Anyone who didn't have the opportunity to go to CrimeCon, I would highly recommend going there. Would love to see you and host you and entertain you. Secondly, though, I have a gripe.
Oh, shit, not you.
Yes, I have a gripe.
You never bitch. Go ahead. I've never heard you bitch before.
You know, I go places, and especially going to CrimeCon, I thought myself to be the sexiest son of a bitch that was going to be at CrimeCon. And then all of a sudden, somebody had to come rain on my parade. This big chocolate drink. Pascal. I'm tired of it. Me and Pascal are going to have a conversation. We might have to be, you know, like milk and chocolate or something. But yes, you ladies, I'm glad you had a good experience. I'm glad. But it was a blast. It was a blast.
Thank you for that, honey. You're my white chocolate. Okay, next up. Okay, Jules, continue. I just had to give a little bit of explaining. We lost Mama She. Mama She, come backstage. Sweet Toughness. I want to hear what about your experiences at CrimeCon. Continue, please, Jules. I just kind of had to put some music to what was going on, and a few things that we've been accused of. Go ahead, Jules. You're muted unless you're paying $37.99 or meeting the propane man. I don't want to interrupt you.
I'm gonna need $37.99 to speak anymore.
Everybody, how many people we have? We have 185 people in chat, so we are going to need 40 people to super chat $1 to continue this. Go ahead. Everybody's good with me.
No, okay. I don't know. I just enjoyed it all. Meeting y'all, meeting the people at CrimeCon, being there around like people who are there for the children, and
white people. There was a lot. There was black people.
There's black people there too.
I said like.
Black people.
Oh, like people. Yeah, people with likeness in. Okay, I thought you missed something. Yeah. Pascal's not just tan in the summer. He's a black man. Go ahead, Jules.
Okay. I can't. It was just the best time, y'all. I don't know what to say at this moment. We had so much fun. I mean, we learned things too, and we worked, and we handed out lots of flyers. I mean, I had over 200 made. And so we handed them all out. I didn't come back with any except for one that's on my dashboard of my car.
Mm-hmm. And I want to say this to everybody. This show isn't we're going to pat ourselves on the back. Oh, look at us. We did so much. We're virtue signaling. Look at us helping people out. But I am going to give huge props to a lot of people. Right now, Jules is in the hot seat. My dumbass left the flyers at home. I had printed out a bunch of Michael Vaughn flyers. And I was like, damn it. What am I going to do? Jules is like, I'm going to go to the library and have some made right now.
Yep.
And they were 10 times better than my shitty Canon printer did. And we were all over the place with them. So thank you so much for doing that, Jules.
You're welcome. No big deal.
Johnny on the spot.
I wanted to.
Yep.
Because that day she went to the library. Yes. And had all that made. She went to the liquor store. And
even hung a flyer.
She even hung a flyer at the library. Mm-hmm. Went to the liquor store, and she made it to the live that day.
Yes.
So let me tell you what.
That's getting shit.
Jules can get some shit done.
Yes. Motivation.
And remember, the credit in here is good, Jules. You will be paid for your appearance. $37.99.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
All right, let's get to True Crime Beat, my girl Shannon. What did you think of CrimeCon?
Oh my God. It was overwhelming because it was huge, y'all. It's huge. And I think I walked almost that whole place. I got so many miles in every day. But it was awesome to meet everybody. And I got to meet OJ, y'all. OJ was so sweet. And I know OJ doesn't like everybody apparently, but he liked me. So that was fun. And it was nice to just get to know everybody, and then I got to learn some stuff at some of the panels, and I got to meet. I think I met News Daddy before you, Jules. I think I got you a little jealous because I think I posted it in the Discord, and she's like, "Shit, I gotta go meet News Daddy." So I was so nervous meeting him, and I told Ashley Banfield that we call her Beigefield, and she thought it was hilarious. So and then I got to meet Marnie. So they were all really sweet, and everybody who I talked to was really awesome. I mean, it was, to me, it's like all these like-minded people, and then I got to talk to, like-minded. And I did not meet Pascal, and I'm kind of jealous because I think he's like really tall, and I think I would have been like a Smurf next to him.
You would have come up to his belt. It would have worked out good.
Oh my God, that would have been hilarious for a picture. Brian Ensign is taller than me, and he's short. So yeah, and then I got to talk to Candace Cooley a bit. I did meet Gabby's mama for a few minutes, and I just told them how much their stories have impacted us and how much their loved ones are. It just felt like, and then I met one of Gabby's brothers, and I think it's like such an experience that you can't have anywhere else. I mean, and it's like there's so much to do there. I mean, it's like so many people to talk to, so many things to do, and it's like I said, you can't do everything, but what you can do is it's fun. I mean, you have fun, but you also get to talk to people. And that missing board, that impacted me so much. I had to go to it multiple times a day because I took pictures and I took video of it, and I'm like, there's just too many, and it just breaks my heart. It really does. But I think that we're all trying to do our little parts, and I think that that's all. I think that's great. I mean, we're not law enforcement, but we can spread the word, and I think that's what we all do, and I think it's great how many people were looking at that board every day and how much it grew every day. You saw the poster; it was like empty, and by the end of it, it was full of all these posters and love to everybody, all the missing families and stuff. It was great. So,
and that's so heartbreaking to see so many victims' families that were just there for help, and they're meeting producers, they're meeting news directors, and they're getting the word out. I mean, I had to chase down Anjanette Levy, and I had to talk to her because, I mean, there was the line to see her. You would think it was Morgan Wallen's bar opening, people waiting to see her.
Damn, the line for Stick was crazy, and I would love to have met him. But like I said, they were all super busy, but if you met them, I mean, and we both ended up talking to Nate Eaton about Michael Vaughn, and I was like, I had told him, I said, well, you need to cover him. He goes, well, now that Daybell's over, and I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, why are, he's like, well, he's 7 hours away. I'm like, but y'all are in the same state. So I was like, he's like, I'm going to do it. And I'm like, okay. So, I think he got hit by all sides.
Let's tell that again. I want to make this, as Proud Feet says, crystal clear. Both Shannon and I and Chloe drove it home with Nate Eaton. It's state Nate Eaton. Get off the Daybell dick and start talking about Michael Vaughn. We know the Daybell story. It's done. It's over. Stop it. We got it. We got it.
I want him to cover Michael Vaughn. So
go away. Trust me. You got it, dude. You got the pulse of that. It is time for you to put everything you know about Michael Vaughn out on East Idaho News. I was so glad that you did that, Shannon.
Yeah, I was so glad that we kind of got him, like 3 or 4 of us got him. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I kept seeing him, and I was like, and I said, you need to cover Michael Vaughn. He goes, he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm hoping that we can kind of keep pushing him. I think I might have his card. His wife may have given it to me. I have to look through my pile because I got a few cards, and I was trying to bring it home to people if they're covering stuff because there's not covering things. And, as a YouTube community, we can do certain things, but we're not them. We're not these bigger places. So, they need to be the ones to put it out to the masses, and, there's no reason that they can't. They have the funds, they got all the, everything that we don't have. So, hopefully they will do more of that. And I think seeing how much, these families like, Gabby's family and then Candace Cooley, because she's gotten involved with the organization. And then I'm seeing all these other ones. I think that they all can kind of connect to each other somehow, all these families. And I think it's great that they can do that, and I think that they need to do that at these shows though, and online both. I think it's a big important thing. And there's a lot of learning too, like I said, there's a lot of learning. And I just want to let everybody know too, if you didn't go, you can sign up for crime headquarters, and because they're going to I missed a lot of panels too. I know all these girls did too, and you can go. They haven't put them up yet. You can sign up for an annual membership, and they're going to put all the speakers up. So I mean, I can't wait to go rewatch them. I mean, I listened to John Douglas, and he actually started talking about the Ramsey case, because I did not get to meet John Ramsey, and I was so happy to hear him talk about it. And he's like, because there's all these people, Bill Brooks and everybody, that they keep saying that they did it, and I'm like, stop! Why is everybody still on this whole thing that she wrote the letter or Burke did it? I'm like, I don't get it. I really don't. When all these big names, these big professional experts, they're telling them, and that's not true. And even P.I. Jensen, I don't know if you guys know Jensen. He's been on it too, and he's been working on the side. Every single one of them says what we all say. It's like somebody was in that house. And I'm like, all these, but we still have the naysayers. So I don't know what's going on, but that's a case that I really would like to see solved, because, I graduated high school in 1996. That's how I date myself now. And that was kind of like a big thing for me. And I'm like, I would like to see them figure out who the hell did it, and I know it wasn't my family. I feel bad that Patsy died not knowing the truth. So
yes, me too. Yeah, she died without knowing the truth. And, what they put that family through was, horrible. And it goes to say something that when they train new investigators, new detectives, I'm not talking about the people that hand out, parking tickets like Duty Ron. I don't mean police officers like that. I mean, the real short and curlies, the ones that really investigate. They show them the John Bonet case on what not to do. Don't.
They boggled that so bad. Whew. They screwed up so much of that case when they let it get trampled on, and it's like, there's a lot of issues with that one, but I mean, I just, there's so many great people looking into it the last few years, especially, and even then, I'm blanking on his name right now. Maybe you guys remember it. I have read his book or listened to his book. He Douglas mentioned him, and I'm like blanking on his name. I think it's with an S, and he said, how he's the one who got into the case through the DA's office. And he actually had arguments with Joe Kenda. And y'all know Joe Kenda probably, because he's got his shows on, and Joe Kenda does not believe that it was an intruder. And so I'm like, I usually like Kenda, but I'm like, I disagree with him on that. So,
I do too.
So, but that's okay. We can all disagree. I mean, as long as you be respectful, but, there's a lot of nastiness with some of that stuff. And I'm like, well, you know what? Just, if you don't believe it, that's fine, Why would John Ramsey be pushing this hard all these years if, why wouldn't he just let it go into a hole if his family did it? See, that's what I always say too. I'm like, why?
He's all over. And Court K has a really good comment back to Nate Eaton, because Nate Eaton was like, oh, that's like 7 hours away.
Yeah.
He said, he's saying 7 hours away. Okay, well, how far is Hawaii? And he's going to be in Arizona for Lori. So he needs to get on the Michael Vaughn. CJ has a question for the panel. Some participants are frowned upon and called money mongers, like the Patty and German family. Do families go to CrimeCon to help bring awareness? Just wondering.
Yes.
Now, I will say that there are a lot of foundations that help these families get there and everything. And there are, I know like every year, I'll just use this as an example. For Kyron Horman, there's a big car wash to continue, paying searchers and stuff to continue searching for Kyron. At 14 years, it's probably a moot point. But what do you guys think about that? I didn't think that any of the victims' families were there for money. The ones that didn't show up that asked for money, I would call them the money mongers.
Right. And they have like we were saying last night, Brooks, like Gabby's, they have a foundation, and then now Candace Cooley, she's with a group. I think a lot of them get with the groups, because they help them financially to get to do these things. But not everybody is able to do that. And I think that, we can maybe help try to connect them in some way too, but, it's up to each one. But, I mean, they worked their butts off to get to that. I mean, I know that we all know Gabby Petito Foundation, they went from the ground up. So yeah, but hers was, of course, a humongous case. So, I mean, that raised money really quick. But not all of them are like that. We all know some of these cases, they sit there. I mean, we were just saying how we want Brandy to come. We want like Brie Michelow. It's like all these people that need the help. They don't have the financial, backing for that. So not everybody has a foundation.
Well,
to
and
help
not
them.
to state the obvious, I don't know what the hell is wrong with America anymore. And I don't mean anyone in here, but they don't understand. We don't barter with chickens. You have to have money to go to the movies, you dumbasses. When you go and sit down at a restaurant, you have to have money if you're going to chomp on their food. I don't know why these people get so hung up on the almighty dollar. When you turn on your light switch, guess what? You got to pay someone for it.
Yep.
Shit's not free.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously are trying to, when you do say something about like the channels, you're trying to promote what you're covering. You're not promoting yourself. You're saying, I cover this case, please cover this case. It's like, I want you to cover Michael Vaughn. It's like that kind of stuff. I mean, Noah Pressgrove is finally starting to get some more coverage. So, I mean, but not all these cases get the kind of coverage that Gabby Petito got. You know what I'm saying? So, or the Delphi. So not all of them are getting that. So we need to kind of help push them into the mainstream as much as we can.
I had a very candid conversation with Joe Petito about that. I said it really impressed me when people were actually shaming you guys for the attention Gabby was getting. And I said, I will never forget the press conference when you pointed at all the reporters out there and said, well, that's because of you guys. You guys are the ones that push these things out, not us. So people need to get to, don't hate the player, hate the game. Yep. I had a lady the other day talking about, well, I just can't believe all these YouTubers are making so much money off of Sebastian. Oh my God, it's crazy. I just can't believe they're just making so much money off Sebastian. I said, then Seth needs to talk to the corporate board of YouTube, Facebook, X, Reddit, Instagram, News Nation. Well, they're really not covering it. The local news. I'm like, what the hell are you doing talking about somebody that's got like 1,000 views on a live that probably made $1.12? What are you doing, bitch? You're
right.
You're understanding what's going on.
They don't understand though. Like, and I remember asking. I went to the panel with the Profiling Evil panel, and Candace was there, and I was hoping that Gabby's mom, but she didn't. I guess she had to go, and they were talking about covering things, in the right way. And like I said, this stuff's going to be on later on, so I want to rewatch it, and how. But they kind of said one thing that I disagreed with. They were, like they were saying, Candace, like, oh, it's all about clicks and views and all that. Well, here's the problem, though. We have to have the viewers. You have to have the subscribers and all that to get the word out. You have to have. It's like a medium. You know what I'm saying? It's a little part to it, and it's not about me or you or even Josh and none of these people. We're all not about us. We're trying to get the word out about these kids, these people. But yeah, I mean, you have to have people that are watching to do it, period. And and it's like that's how it works. It's kind of like a little, and YouTube makes money off every single thing you put on it. So
everything, and they love it and they encourage it. I'm going to do a channel about how to grow radishes, and I'm going to see how many people bitch about that.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Come in there and super chat the shit out of me and say the radishes don't deserve that. I cannot believe the radishes. You're making so much money off the radishes.
And you got to get OJ out there digging up the radishes, and they'll go, "That's awful. OJ's digging up the radish."
Oh my God, you're making so much money off the radishes. All right, let's take a little music break, and then we're going to Okay, woohoo! I almost don't know how to do the show because I'm actually sitting at my desk. Mama She, it
Hey.
was such an honor to meet you. We had so much fun. And let me tell you what, girl, you were hustling, giving out those Michael Vaughn flyers and talking to people. My gosh. Talk to me, girlfriend.
I did save one of the ornaments and brought it home, and my middle daughter wanted me to tell you that she loves it. She hung it above her bed.
Oh, Rexy, did you hear that? Because the ornaments were a big hit. And Rexy's
Yes.
husband even went as far as to put our what's it called? QR code on the back
side.
Yeah.
So you can scan
Yes.
the back side.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and she said you're beautiful on that picture, in that picture.
Did she see us dancing?
She did not.
Did she know that you swing that way now?
She does not.
Let's just keep that between all of us. What was your favorite
Yes.
part of Mama She?
Besides meeting all of you guys, I loved meeting Joe Petito. I also loved when we met, or we didn't really meet him, but we saw and spoke to Chris Hansen. And I told him that I had a predator for him to catch. And his wife looked at me and was like, I know, there's a lot out there. I was like, yeah, there are.
Did you think Chris Hansen and his wife were just a little rude? Because we were like, it's Chris Hansen. And we're trying to chase him down. And where everybody else would stop and talk and hug and take pictures, they must have had a Bloody Mary to get to because I don't know. They were
Yeah,
out.
they ghosted us. They definitely ghosted us. I don't, 1 second they were there, the next they were just poof, gone.
Well, that's all right. There's always next year. Are you planning for Denver next year, Mama She?
I am going to sure try. I think that would be so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I've never been to Denver. I've been to lots of other places in Colorado, but I've never been to Denver, so I would love to go there.
Well, when you go into Denver, you fly in, you drive in or whatever, it looks like the opening credits to the show Dynasty. It is awesome.
Wow. That's awesome. Well, yeah, I just had a blast. And Pat K, my girls loved their bracelets. They picked which one they wanted and took it right off my arm.
I know, Pat, and I have to mail all those out. I'm going to do that today, actually, Pat.
Yes. So I just wanted to jump up and say my part about the ornament, though. She's been begging me to tell you, and every day she's like, have you talked to Brooks? Have you talked to Brooks?
That's so cute.
So, and yesterday was my little boy's birthday, so we're still like in birthday land over here.
How old is he?
He turned 9.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, to be 9.
What a fun age. And then you're coming into, he's going to be a teenager soon. Are you ready for that, Mama She?
Oh, no. I can barely deal with my teenage daughter. Yeah.
I want to go off of what Mama She said too, because I don't know, I got emotional when I met Joe Petito.
Uh-huh.
I
just felt flabbergasted and just, I don't know, it hit me different meeting him than it did anybody else.
Yes. When he hugged me, I felt like my dad was hugging me.
No.
I lost my dad in 2017, and I don't know, there was just something about, like, I looked at him and we went in for the hug, and I was like, oh, that's such a dad hug. I loved it.
I agree.
We talk about the mamas all the time, but there was some really strong daddy presence there, getting their business done, not just for their own children, but to further the cause of advocacy for other children. And that's what it's about. When you take your grief and you put it forward and you help other people. And I cannot commend these people enough. Slim said, Blippy billboards are all over Drake's Park restrooms, but nobody is advertising Sebastian Missing. I was shocked in Hendersonville. I figured, now, like if you go to Corpus Christi, every other billboard is going to be about Caleb Harris. What's going on, Hendersonville? And it's not the people that live there. There has been a lot of money sent. Where's the billboards? What's going on? And I'm not taking anything away from the searchers, because let me tell you what, Julia and others are working their tails off to try to find Sebastian. But you are right. Lisa said, what about Stephanie Harlow? She's very sweet. She's very sweet. She's shy. Or maybe it's just my personality. Some people, had said to me, they're like, your personality is all over the place. I met one lady and she goes, oh, you're really like that. She goes, it's not just like an act for your show. You're really like that. Now, should I take that as a compliment or as a insult? I don't know.
Compliment. Definitely a compliment.
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 But no, she's very sweet. Now, Chloe, you and Pat are going to be staying at the Gaylord. We're going to be at the Homewood Suites because, again, I cannot bring my kitty to the Gaylord. I'm going to have to get some political action going. Are you going to get there early like you did this year and get everything mapped out for everybody? Or what's the 411? What's going on, Chloe?
Yes, ma'am. I plan on, because I'm able to arrange my schedule how I want. So I plan on getting there a day early again so I can get the feel of the place. And then that way, when y'all get there, when everybody else gets there, it's like, I can help everybody get where they need to go. Because that was a huge, confusing place. So, yeah, I will definitely do that again for sure.
Yeah, and that was such a big help to all of us because if you needed to know where to go, and it's like a huge circle, and this place is like a tiny town. And Chloe was like, oh, hey, we just go over here or we go over there. Okay, Pat is back. Sweet Toughness, can you come up? Slim, I want to hear about everyone's experiences. Slim said people who live there do want answers. I talked with them at the Hendersonville Walmart because Slim and her husband spent a lot of time in Hendersonville advocating for Slim. Yes. Come on, everybody. Slim.
Yes, Slim. That was amazing.
Slim.
And again, none of this is, oh, look at us. Look at us. Oh, my God, we are doing so much work. Look, the families and law enforcement, that's where it's at. But we do just what little bit we can do. Got to see amazing friends, lifelong friends, I will say, because you lezzos aren't getting rid of me.
No.
We're family.
Yeah.
That's
For
right.
sure. Ladies, I'm going to jump down, but thanks for having me up, and I'll be in chat.
All right. Love you, girlfriend.
Love you guys.
You,
Bye.
Uh-oh. Well, ladies, in closing, what would you like to add? We're going to go through the video again because I thought Kat did a really, really good job on the video. Everything except for, of course, my pictures, but that's okay. I'll deal with her later.
She did a great job.
I know. I can do that. So closing thoughts. What, if you could do something, what did you miss you wish you could have done? Or what, is there anything that you wish you would have done different?
I wish I would have seen Nancy Grace.
Me
I
too.
missed
That's
her.
what I was going to say, actually. Yeah. And especially seeing Pat on Twitter cry with a photo of her crying. I was like, I should have went to that one with Pat because I walked her there and ended up running off talking to people.
And that Twitter photo was found by my girlfriend in Ontario, and she sent it to me while I was at CrimeCon. And it's like, oh my God, there I am crying. How can somebody find me on Twitter? And then she sent me this picture that you can now see of my dog. That's the pathetic face of my puppy who was left at home. That's why I got kicked earlier. I was trying to find that picture to change my avatar. Anyway, what I wish I could have done more was given out more flyers for all the children that are missing. That's what I wished Chloe and I stopped people in the elevator, and everybody listened. Everybody listened to the story, and I wish I had more flyers of all the other children. But there's only so much you can think of to do when you get there.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was very overwhelming because it's emotional too. So, and then you meet these people and you cry with them, and you really have all this emotion going on, and you have all this energy going, and so there's so much you want to do, but you can never do everything. You just do the best you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't make it to every single thing.
Yeah, Pat was amazing getting to see all the speakers she saw, and I was more out like trying to meet people and pass things out. I mean, I even gave away my bag. Like, I gave away everything I had.
That's what it was.
About
Yeah.
all my flyers, about everything about Michael Vaughn.
I was blown away because I looked over and I saw a woman and I'm like, damn, she's got a bag like ours. And I was like 3 Bloody Marys in. I'm like, oh shit, that's a Crime Lines and Lies bag. And she turned around and she was holding the Michael flyer.
Yes, she was.
And I grabbed Chloe and we had another, crying moment. Did we not?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yeah, it was amazing.
If I had it to do over again, I would have gotten my ass in gear and actually had a booth where we could actually see more people.
Next year.
But we will for next year. The applications are going to be ready, I guess, in the next week or so. The tickets go on sale Monday. Gosh, I would love to have, got to talk to Nancy Grace. I spoke with her producers and everything.
Yeah, we did talk to her panelists too.
Yeah. And I love that Lauren Conlon.
I do too. She was so sweet.
I liked how she gave us the reassurance about the interview with the neighbor, and other people have vetted that interview and they know it's for real.
Yes.
So I don't care what Lisa K. Ruitz or any of them say. They don't know.
And Lauren Conley recognized me in Starbucks, and that's where she started talking to me about it originally. And then we went back to their booth and talked to them more. So that was something that was amazingly humbling to think that they even are. She said, y'all did a great job. We were really appreciative of that you let him speak, and just so you could see really, we have torn those interviews apart. And I was like so impressed. I think that was one of the most awesome moments too.
That was amazing. Now, let me ask you guys this. I have gotten some flack for this because I like to keep things, between us as friends. Now, I mean, this is public. Anyone can see it. Doesn't matter. But I did the things from Crime Con for members only. That wasn't to make money. That's just to keep things more intimate, just for the lesbians. Does anyone think that was rude of me to do that?
No. I don't.
Okay.
No.
Britt said, nah, Brooks, nah. I mean, come on.
Heck, it wasn't. I mean, you did it for the people that follow you.
Well, I mean, we follow each other, and I mean, they were as much into it as we were. And I just thought, and plus you do it publicly, you get all those, Saint Seth lovers that are like, I can't believe you're there making money from Sebastian. Oh my God.
Just ridiculous.
Well,
those are the people I delete their comments when I see them. We're here for the children, nothing else.
That's it. That's absolutely right.
And we still have work to do because I've got to get some stuff out to Joseph Scott Morgan. I've got to get some stuff out to the behavioral panel because I really want those gentlemen. I know a lot of people did not agree with their assessment about Dawn and Candace Wells. I personally do, because what they're saying is Dawn is dumb as fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, he is. And Candace knows more.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they're saying. They're saying Candace knows more. That's their assessment.
I was a little pissed at that interview they did on the Dr. Phil show, but then afterwards I kept listening to, I think I wanted them to get up there and say they did it, but they're not going to do that. And so listening to it over and over, what they said was, I think what we felt, that they know more.
Yes.
And
That's
basically
exactly
that was
it.
the bottom line.
I actually talked to them one of the times I met them about the summer case because I told them that we had been, working on it for so long. But I also want to defend them in a way too that they are some of the kindest people I've ever met. And they stood and talked to me for a while and then the next day recognized me and had all of us over. So I just want to just say, for the naysayers of them or not agreeing with certain things that they have said, they really are doing something that they believe in and they really are trying. And they're really kind people.
And they were so nice. They stopped and, I was talking to the English guy. I can't remember his name. But he was telling me he lives in Toronto now. He was talking to me about where I live. Like,
Yeah.
very nice people. They gave us the time of day.
Yeah.
Very nice. Took pictures. Yeah.
I will
I
say
have
this
a
about
question.
what?
I have a question.
What?
Did any of y'all have like a weird moment, a weird vibe moment?
I did. I'm going to get to that in a minute, and
Okay.
I think you're going to know what I'm talking about.
No, I was
And I-
there beside you.
And I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but hey, we're friends here. I will say this about the behavioral panel. I give them lots of props because if I was sitting across from Camp and I heard her go, "I want to go home. It's not helping me," and started jerking off all those wires off my denim jacket that friend Kathy just gave her. "Oh man, Donnie, I want to go home. I need some free crack and I need some free teeth from Dr. Phil. This isn't helping me." I couldn't have conducted the interview either. I'd have been done.
No.
I'd have been done.
They were
Mama,
professional.
I'm going to get you. She said, "By the way, I needed last weekend more than any of you know."
Mama, I did too.
Me
Now,
too.
I will say I did have a moment, and I am not picking on this woman at all. I've already gotten a few comments about it. Jules and I met Carrie Rawson, who is the daughter of BTK Killer.
Oh my God.
She looks just
Oh my God.
like her father. She has his mannerisms,
Yes.
the way she does her head and everything. I mean, she
might have
She talks like him.
talks like him.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
we took a picture with her and she introduces herself as BTK's daughter. Okay, now my girl Jules she's good at small talk, but in some situations she's not. And there's some things we just don't ask people. But here comes Jules like the Kool-Aid man. "Did you find anything weird about your daddy when you was growing up?" So here's BTK's daughter. She goes, "Well, we always wondered why he bought so many extension cords and it was never around Christmas time."
Oh, God.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
I didn't know
What
that.
did you
part.
think when she said that, Jules?
I was weirded out.
Yeah.
I was just, it was kind of creepy. I don't know. She just looks so much like him, and her mannerisms, her everything is just like a female BTK.
Yeah, and I mean, she
And when
doesn't
she
have
said
a vein
that,
bone in her body, but when she introduces herself as BTK's daughter, and I posted
I
on
know.
Facebook, and someone said, "Well, does she have a name?" And I said, "Well, she introduces herself."
It is exactly what she introduced herself as.
That's weird.
And that's the reason I use pronouns like "how are you." I'm not going to say, "Hey, BTK daughter, come with me. You want to go have a Bloody Mary?" No.
Yeah. Hey, bitch.
No,
Your daddy
no,
is-
I wouldn't be sitting down having a drink with her.
No.
And Jules, it took her a good 30 minutes to kind of get out of that because she was like, "Why was she talking to us about extension cords?" I said, "I don't know, Jules, but we'll have to talk about this later." But I mean, Jules, honestly, next year, I think Jules is going to have to go around and interview people.
Yes. I'll get Mike.
Are you going to hold the mic this time
For Jules.
for Jules?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I have no problem with that at all. But we're not taking the job from Sweet Toughness's husband, because let me tell you what, he got, I mean, when we were on the boat and everything, he had all the great shots and everything. He even waited outside the bathroom for me to change into my new dress.
Well,
not every man does that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you wouldn't have done that. You would have left the phone and been at the bar going, I left your phone somewhere. Have you seen your phone? All right, let's go through the video again.
We've arrived at the airport. Okay, found pole 25. So this is where I'll be for a little while. This is our airport. Outside having my cigarette.
Yes.
I recognize you.
By the way, these ladies are more beautiful in person than they are in this video. Pat, you are gorgeous.
Oh, hi, sweetheart.
So good to meet you.
Are you exhausted?
I'm exhausted. Oh, my
I'm so
God.
happy to see you.
Oh, very.
Okay, morning, y'all. It's me. I am trying to find the front desk and the registration because I'm totally lost. Everyone's going the wrong way, so which means I have no idea, but they all have their badges and I'm not even checked in, and this is very not right because I'm never late. Okay. It's Jules and me, and we're now walking to meet the rest of the crowd, and let's see if we can find them. So I'm missing John Ramsey, but I did meet him in person and spoke with him, so that felt good. And he said DNA is going to be what solves the case, and I believe they're just waiting on the FBI to release some DNA to a lab so they can do further testing. That's all I know. But anyway, here's a picture of CrimeCon at the booth.
Hey, Brooks! Hey, Pat! I got Jules right here. She's filming everything. She heard her. She's at my cowboy girlfriend, my cowgirl. And then Mama She.
Hi, we're back again. We're waiting on the girls. Let's see if we can find them. They stopped for a drink, shall I say? Maybe coffee. Who knows? Could be coffee.
Yeah.
We don't
Who
know.
knows?
But they're still not here yet. So there must be, I'm going to say, the lollygaggers. And Brooks is probably talking to everybody.
She is.
Because if they recognize Chloe, I'm sure they're going to recognize Brooks.
They're also handing out stuff too on their way.
Right. Okay.
So we have lots of flyers along. We have a bunch of them, and they have a pinup board. So we put him on the pinup board.
I see your eyes slowly melting in the dark. It feels like a year since it's been. Comes the sun, comes the sunrise, sunrise. I almost made Brooks fall down. I didn't even see that. I'm taking a crash, baby. There we go. There are my kitty with his Aunt Pat. Oh my goodness.
I'm the one that sticks out for you when you want to get down, and Mommy doesn't understand.
I know that my kitty I love so much. The problem is everyone says, can I have that kitty? I said, no, you cannot.
What a good boy.
This picture should be a billboard for 4th of July. Look, OJ's got his patriotic bow tie on, his little safety vest. He's got his military tag on that has, and Pat has her American hat on backward that Jules got from a Chinese-owned company called Temu.
It didn't come from Temu.
No.
Oh, it didn't? I thought you were shopping at Temu. I'm so sorry, Jules. Okay, take that part out. We'll go back to it. There we go. There my kitty with his Aunt Pat. Oh my goodness.
I'm the one that sticks out for you when you want to get down, and Mommy does nothing.
I know that my kitty I love so much. The problem is everyone says, "Can I have that kitty?" I said, "No, you cannot."
What a good boy. What a good boy.
How much fun. How much fun. And you ladies did amazing work.
Thank you, Gregory.
You ladies did amazing work.
You did, Gregory.
Yeah, Greg, thank you for making all this be able to happen too.
You ladies did amazing work.
Woo! Because I want to be a cowboy, baby. There's a big bull coming through.
Yeah.
Watch it. Woo-hoo! Come on, baby. She's a cowgirl. Catch a ride.
Oh my God, Jules is the funniest thing.
Jewel dancing.
We miss all of you. We love all of you. We can't wait to see all of you and tell you all of the awesome stories that we've had. Love you.
It's been so much fun. You got to come to the next one.
Yes, Denver next year.
And that's your little video from us. Bye.
Wilson. That is the best. My God. And you guys are the best. Thank you so much for making the trip. And I mean, I'm tearing up just thinking about it because I mean, seeing people just moved by hearing stories. Like I said, Denver bound.
Yes.
Denver bound.
Hammer down, Denver bound.
Yep. We're going to be there on Wednesday. Well, sometime on Wednesday, sometime on Thursday, but Chloe's going to be there earlier. And so she's going to already have everything mapped out at the Gaylord. Again, we're going to be staying like at the Homewood Suites or something like that because my kitty, like they will not let my kitty come in and my kitty gets so upset. Right now he's laying by the laptop because he's recognizing voices because he's not being mean. Say hi to OJ. Pat, say hi to OJ.
Hi, OJ. Don't let mommy bug ya.
He recognizes that. All right. Please have a great rest of your weekend. We have a new case we're going to be talking about.
I love you guys. I love you, chat.
I love all of you guys so much.
Thank you, everyone, for being here.
I actually put a room in the Discord to look at. It's if you guys want to come into Discord, let me know. It's fun. It's great. Just be cool. Don't come in there and, talk about how sexy Seth is or anything, or these girls will run you right the fuck out. Anyway, Jarrett Brooks out of Arizona.
Oh boy.
There is so much to unpack. And I know some people don't like this guy. I don't really care. But SF Investigates. I've been going back and forth with him, trying to figure out what in the hell happened to this 16-year-old in Arizona. And the backstory is beyond comprehension. You can't even figure out how this kid even got to be 16. So we're going to talk about him next week and a lot of other things. But we have guests coming up from Amarillo today. We got some barbecuing to do. And if I get around to it, we might mow the yard. We've had 6 inches of rain while we were gone. Greg can't mow though because he got into some poison sumac, and I know he hates hearing that because he just loves doing yard work. Oh my God!
I do, but you put me in that. You made me go over there.
You probably got in that shit on purpose. You didn't have to do anything outside.
Well, I don't think I like itching and scratching the way I do.
All you keep talking about is your balls. You don't know with your balls.
Do you understand how bad it is to drive on the road and your balls are
I've
swollen?
never seen little Greg out there pushing the mower. All right, you guys. I love you all so much. It's all Ronnie's fault. $37.99. You guys are the best. I will see you back here either over the weekend or
maybe later.
You never know. Love you. Thank you for everything you did.
Guys.
Love you guys.